Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading from October the 3rd to October the 10th. So yes, this week seems slightly easier for you Sagittarius. Quite a lot of you had quite a big traumatic week last week, although the theme of next week definitely still seems to be between worlds, which means there's big change taking place, transformation. You've got the tower at the bottom. The new is not fully in sight yet, and it's almost when we go through change and we're not where we were, but we're not exactly where we want to be. Although the end of this week is looking really good. You've got the world and the Four of Wands at the end, so it's looking really good that you're going to move through this week, through this sort of sense of no man's land. And at the end of the week, you've got your completion, celebration, and new beginnings. So yes, so at the bottom of the deck, you still have this tower, you still have this transformation, this change going on. It doesn't seem that turbulent to me though this time, Sagittarius. At the top of the deck you've got the Four of Swords, which is retreat, healing, rest, peace of mind. It's just that sort of need to recover a little bit, really. Take a few deep breaths until the new reveals itself, which I think it will by the end of the week, so please don't worry too much. So you start the week, King of Cups paired with the Hermit. And these two together speak to me, Sagittarius, of you gaining a lot of emotional sovereignty. The King of Cups has got his solidity. He's sitting right in the middle of the ocean, but he's got his own footing. He's got his own throne. And he supports himself, he's regal, he's sovereign, and he's gained emotional mastery. Coupled with the Hermit, means this speaks to me about you, Sagittarius, actually. It seems to be after the changes and after everything you've gone through, and even though you're still between worlds, it seems to be emotionally, you've got your footing. So emotionally, you're on very, very secure, safe ground, even though there's transformation. So that and the Hermit together is just, it's almost you've reached this place within you, Sagittarius, where you've got your own inner guidance and you've got your own inner knowing that where you are is okay. Even though there's change and even though you can't see the whole picture, it seems to be you're in a very good core place within yourself, which is really wonderful to see. We then move on to the Seven of Wands paired with the Six of Discs. And I know you got the Six of Discs last week, because it seems to last week it spoke to me of you having someone in your environment to turn to for mutual support and mutual help, and you've got this person again showing up. This time it's paired with the Seven of Wands, which means to me that you're having to stand your ground a little bit, declare yourself, declare your boundaries, declare what you're about, to stick up for what you value. Some people see the Seven of Wands as a difficult card. I just don't. I don't see it as a difficult card. I see it as a passionate card. But I'm a very fiery Celt, so that's part of our nature, is to stand by what we value. And this Seven of Wands is saying to me that you're having this mutual exchange with someone, but it might be a bit more passionate and a bit more heated and a bit more you declaring who you are, but it's almost a sense of you being okay with that, because you're the King of Cups. You've reached your mastery. You're no longer the page. You know what you want now. You've got the inner wisdom of the Hermit. Okay, and so you might be between worlds in a tower at the foundation. But gosh, you've got so much solidity, Sagittarius, going on here. Really, really nice to see. And for some, you know, this could, sometimes this is about money, both giving and receiving money. It can be, definitely. Maybe there's someone asking you for help and you're having to declare some boundaries around it. Are you asking someone else for help? So it could be that. I think for many of you, so there's a key person in your world, Sagittarius, that's supporting you. Because they came up last week too. It's going to be different for so many people. So yeah, I'm really liking how your week begins. Very powerful. You then move on to the 9 of Wands. So maybe after you know, there's a sense of maybe that 7's taken a little bit out of you. Because the 9, you're a little bit defensive here. A little bit of a, it's a pulling back of your energy, Sagittarius. And it's paired for the 4 of Discs. So they're both meaning the pulling back of yourself a little bit here. Maybe you're having to go into retreat, but you're needing to protect. You feel, sorry, like you need to protect yourself a bit emotionally. And there's a little bit of a, if you see he's got a bandage in his head, is that feeling that, you know, you've been through it. You've definitely been through it. The males here. And even though there's change and it's all progressing really, really good, Sagittarius, there's a sense of, oh my, and there's a bit of a sense of needing to retreat. I'm getting. Protect your vital energies if that's what you need to do. Yeah. And protect your resources if that's what you need to do. Just be careful to not stay here too long. That's what I see with these energies. Particularly the 4 of Discs. The 4 of Discs is a sense of needing to preserve yourself. It could be money for some people. So preserve the security you have gained. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't stay too long in this place. Because there's definitely a sense of needing to protect yourself here. So it's not going to last for long now because we move right into the 4 of Wands, the celebration card. New beginning, crossing a threshold. It's a new job, marriage, baby, anything. It's just a new sort of life. It's this feel-good card. It's crossing a threshold into a whole new beginning, Sagittarius. And it's paired with a World card. Could you get much better? Could you get much better 2 cards together? And that's completion and the whole beginning of a new cycle. So I think there's a sense of, you've got a good week, definitely. I love that King of Cups and the Hermit. It's a real emotional regalness almost. It's definitely a sense of needing to protect, needing to stand up for yourself a little bit here. Particularly with one other person. But the outcome couldn't really get much better. So you go from between worlds to the end of the week, which seems to be your new beginning. So the new is beginning to take shape. And I'm really pleased to see it. There's just so many ways to read these readings. It's going to be different for everyone. Definitely some of you have gone through some major stuff, which could have been a loss, and this could be you needing to protect the bit you've got left. That's okay. There's no bad readings. There's only more challenging life circumstances that happen to a Sagittarius, and everyone's going to be different. But I love this King of Cups and the Hermit, and I love the outcome too. And there you go. Retreat and rest. You don't need to give out your energy. You can look after yourself until this new begins to form. Okay, Sagittarius, I wish you all the best. It's going to be a very interesting week for you. And look after yourself till next week. Okay, bye.